My father's from Bangladesh and my mother's from Puerto Rico. This is probably the only place in the city where you can go to a pizza shop and order a chicken tikka masala pizza. It's pretty awesome. It doesn't get more in New York than that. I was born and raised right here in Ozone Park. I worked in advertising, left that industry to take over my father's business. I got tired of corporate America, all the BS. I wanted to be part of something that was bigger, and I wanted to go back to the community that I grew up in. So I came back here, and this is, places like this, these chicken markets are pretty much the heart of the community, especially the ethnic communities. So I contract farms in Pennsylvania. Some of them are larger than others. A lot of them, they're mostly Amish and Mennonite farms. They are pretty, for the most part, they are pretty small. Right now I'm working with one farmer getting pastured chickens, which we're excited about. And even though they're your conventional type of chicken, these over here, still a hell of a lot more flavor than you would get from the supermarket. We also carry, all the birds are all natural, but we also carry organic and free range as well. I don't have any today. We're actually sold out until Monday. But we carry a little bit of something for everyone. Most people associate halal with your food carts you see in the city. It's a lot more than that. Halal actually translates from the Arabic word, which means what's lawful or permissible. We take it to a whole new level. I actually visit the farms and make sure that the birds are being treated properly, because according to my belief, that's what halal is. It's not just how you slaughter, it's not just what Muslims consume, but it's the way the animals are raised, it's the way I conduct my business. Am I treating people fairly? Am I treating the birds humanely? Are they, and also the whole slaughtering process. Pigeon? Yeah. $8 a piece. $8 a piece? Mm-hmm. So basically, customer comes in, they choose their animal. It's weighed here. We bring it into the back. Actually, you can see the process being done. No, that's not. But so after they slaughter them, they'll put them in the scalder. They'll rotate here. It heats up to about 160 degrees. Basically, that opens up the pores of the chicken, loosens up the feathers, and then it goes into the picker. Basically, it's a barrel with a dome at the bottom that spins around. And the chickens rub up against these rubber fingers, and that pulls out the feathers. And then you'll get a clean bird. And from there, it goes into the eviscerating room, where they'll continue to process it according to how the customer wants it. We actually singe the outside of the birds for people who want it. I remember back in the old days, my grandmothers, they would both do that as well. They would sit on the farm and pluck the chickens by hand. Now we have all this fancy equipment, so that's not necessary. But after they finished plucking it by hand, there'd be tiny pin feathers that were left over. So they would put it over an open fire and burn it. Now a lot of these people, a lot of the ethnic people, their grandparents did the same thing as well. So to recreate that same flavor, we would singe it over an open fire, just to try to recreate that flavor that you get from a bygone era. And so that's what we do for the customers. Show you how we do that. $37.15.
Why else is a place like this important?
I mean, this is important for the people. There's a path mark right down the street. They can get their chicken 69 cents a pound. Some of the big name brands get dirt cheap, and this is lower income, middle class neighborhood, but they still come here to buy. They pay a premium, and that's because They may not have much, a lot of them, but at least they know they're going to go home and have a good meal. Bismillah.
You have to say something?
Yeah, it's you have to use any verse from the Quran or any, that invokes God's name. They say Bismillah Allahu Akbar, which means in the name of God, God is great. And you say that as you cut the throat.